Right. Hey.
お願いします。
お願いします。So, up and down. Hey, side to side. Hey, your shoulders. Oh. Circles one way. Circles the other way. Hey, arms. And back. And stretch one side. And stretching the other side. Crossing one side. Close the other side. Open and close. Sure. Hey, side. Hey, nice lucky. Hey, 反対。両方。天地。横。はい、そう。い、こ、い、こ、短期、こ、い、hands up, forwards, down, はい、はい、your knees from the back, circles one way, はい、the other way, はい、down, down, down, Hey, open your toes. Down. Down. Hey, ki, ko, ki, ko, san, ki, ko. Hey, and your hips. Hey, and she, go, rock, switch, touch, good. You inside crescents, each, knee, and she, go, rock, switch, touch, good. You are lateral openings, each, knee, and she, go, rock, switch, touch, good. You opening the other side, each, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Keep hinges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with your hip hinges, it's important to, especially when you're doing it in a warm-up setting, to put your hands on your chest, push your shoulders back, and make sure that your head is up, looking up. It's very easy to kind of lose your posture completely, curve forward, and look down. So whenever we hinge in any action, for example, Ikkyo, okay, it's very easy that our head will kind of be guiding the movement. So a way of progressively training yourself for that not to be the case. When you practice this basic exercise, put your shoulders back, hands on your chest, head up. So whenever you do your hinge, you are almost kind of looking more up rather than naturally looking down and going down with the head. Okay, so your hip hinge, hands on your chest, put your shoulders down, keep your eyes up, and then do the hinging. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoulders back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there you go. In your legs and lower. In your hips, rocking from side to side. Hey, hands out, hands in, elbows out, hands in, elbows out, hands in, and down, pivot, one side. Oh. And relaxing there. And pivot the other side. So, relaxing. So, grabbing your toes, raising up your head, and raising your hips, and lower your hips, raising up, lower hips, raising up, lower hips, raise up, and your spine. So, and your hips, sides. And the other side. So now we're going to do our squat series. If you have your jaw, that would be really good. If you can grab a jaw. Okay. So if you have your jaw, it's quite helpful to do all the basic set of squats that we're going to perform at the moment. So the first one is going to be your front squat. Remember to put your jaw on your shoulder level and your arms 90 degrees. Don't cheat by having your arms going too high, but don't make it too difficult by having your arms going too low. Try to keep your arms at a reasonable 90 degrees, thumbs up, and from that position, head up. You're just basically going to try to do your front squat without losing your jaw and hands up. Okay, so front squat, hands 90 degrees, jaw on your shoulders, and 1, hold, up, 2, hold, up, 3, hold, up, 4, hold, up. Remember to push your knees out, make sure they don't collapse inwards. 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 8, up, 9, up, 10, up. The first front squat. Next one is going to be your overhead squat. So remember your jaw touching the middle of your head. Ideally, the back of your, a little bit behind the middle of your head. Your arms are going to go up. Your shoulders are getting pulled back. And in that position, making sure that the jaw doesn't go forward and then moves in this position. It's going to be above your head, above your, just a little bit passing your head, shoulders back for your overhead squats. Okay, shoulders back, above your head, and down. 1, down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So down. Okay, so next one going to be your basic setup into a deadlift. Remember, a deadlift, especially now that we don't have any weight, should be easy. We should be very focusing on the shape of it. But your deadlift begins by having your jaw touching your legs, close to your legs. Your jaw never separates from your legs, never goes away from you, always stays with you. The first part of the deadlift is a hinge, and then is a squat. Is a squat and a hinge. Hinging from your hips, squatting with your legs, squatting with your legs, hinging from your hips. So just make sure that your body can recognize those two different actions, as in hinging and then squatting. Squatting, hinging. Yeah, so one comes from the using of your hips, hinging. The other one comes from the using of your legs, squatting. So 2 motions in there for your basic setup of your deadlift. So just be familiar with that in your body, okay? So up, touching your legs, hinge on your hips, squat on your legs, squatting up, hinging up, hinging, squatting, squat up, hinge up, hinge, squat, squat, hinge, hinge, squat, squat, hinge, hinge, squat, squat, hinge, hinge, squat, squat, hinge. Okay, so that's kind of the basic set of two exercises that are combined in a deadlift. That is very important to maintain, especially if at some point you put weight on it, which is an important thing. So now we're going to do the same thing. It's deadlift position. We're going to go down, hinging, and here we're going to expose our bum up in order to kind of get a Koshinage position. Okay, remember, ideally in a Koshinage position, your coccyx, okay, and the top of your head ideally are moving. If your Koshinage is not very good, if it goes up, the jaw goes that way. Obviously, if your back is a little bit curved, the jaw has no point of control because it's working on a curved back, very difficult. And obviously, if your head goes down, that's quite terrible. Okay, so just let's see if we can set up that. So put your hands there, down, hinging, exposing your bum, keep your head up, just check, keep coccyx head alignment, okay, and just get yourself into a position where that is your jaw can stay. Okay, so from that position, okay, hands down, and we're just going to, from this position, we're just going to do mini squats, touching the ground with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. Okay, so that is to get yourself into Koshinage position, and from that position, just do some mini squats, pumping on the legs. Okay, so hands down on your hips, hinge position, posing your bum straight back, and now touching the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. So basically, it's just the squat section of the deadlift with a hyper exposed, bum up, because you're trying to get your position for what will eventually be Koshinage position. Okay, so one more time, hands down, hinge, hip up, head up, and squatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, all right, so this time, Cossack squats. Start with opening, legs side to side, right side, side. Right. Good. Go a little bit lower on one side. Go lower on the other side. Toes up, one side. Toes up, the other side. Now, hands in front with the jaw holding up, almost like your front squat, but in a Cossack format. Cossack squat, one side, and Cossack squat on the other side. Squat, side, squat, the other side. Squat, one side, squat, the other side. Hey, side to side. Thank you. Then put your jaw to the side. Good. Opening your legs, coming forward. So, and back stretch. So that sequence of basic squat series front squat, overhead squat, deadlift, Koshinage squat, and Cossack squat. So that sequence of basic squatting exercises is very important to maintain general strength and mobility on our lower back, on our legs. So whenever we can do them, grab your jaw and do that. Okay, so going forward and back, forward, back, forward, hips up, hips down, hips up, hips down, hips up, hips down, and back. So, all right, you get me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up to your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This time, now that you're on your knees, hands down, that leg is going to sweep back, second leg is going to come up, and you're going to go slowing down in an eccentric push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing up and come back in. Ushiro Kemi, the other side. Leg up, hands down, sweep, back, eccentric push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, reset, the other side. Shirokemi, up, hands down, sweep, push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, reset. The other side, Shirokemi, up, hands down, sweep, push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, down, the other side. Up, up, hands down, sweep, up, eccentric push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, down. One more. Turn, up, hands, sweep, position, push-up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Change. All right. Now this time I want to do the same thing. Ushirokemi. When we end up in our knee, we're going to do a single leg squat, hold for a couple of seconds, down, and then change to Ushirokemi to the other side. This side of the sun is less annoying. Maybe this side. Okay. All right. So Ushirokemi and then single leg squat, holding for a couple of seconds, and okay. Ushirokemi. Up. Position. Up. 1, 2, 3. Engage core muscles. Down. That side. Shirokemi. Up. Set up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Change. Shirokemi. Up. Set up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Shirokemi. So set up. 1, 2, 3. Down. Shirokemi. Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. You get me? Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. You get me? Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. Get me? Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. Get me? Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. Go. Get me. Set up. 1, 2, 3, down. Okay. Couple more exercises. Ushiro Kemi is very versatile. You can basically pull anything out of it. So next one, Ushiro Kemi. The next one, when you are in this position, basically it's going to be a gentle plyometric action. So careful with that. You know, when you're here, you're going to jump and then come down again. Okay, so we're going to do 5 the gentle jumps on that plyometric thing, and then change Ushiro Ukemi. Okay, so here, Ushiro Ukemi, into your knees. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change the other side. You get me? Position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get me? And position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get me? Change position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Okay. The only one that we didn't do, sorry, I missed that one, was the one for your core muscles. So Ushiro Kemi, tuck, extend, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ushiro Kemi, tuck, extend, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just holding your legs up, spine straight. Don't move the spine. Just contract your core muscles. Hold your legs up. Okay. Ushiro Kemi, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kemi. 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 1, 3, 4, 5. Kemi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that's a little bit of a sequence with our beloved Ushiro Kemi. And then just going through your body from your basic ukemi to warm up to your core muscles, to your upper body, to your legs, to your capacity to do it in an explosive manner or semi-explosive. Quite gentle. All right, so this time, you grab a tanto, please. So, during the week, we were studying the difference of the concept of Uchi, or internal preparations and internal exercises, as opposed to Soto, which is outside external. Remember, Aikido is very much known for, you know, its beautiful round circles, many of them going outside and around the person, including in in multiple attackers. You know, sometimes when there is 2 people attacking, you know, there's 2 people coming forward, and the general suggestion is for people to go on the outside of the circle, one side, and then the other person comes, go on the outside, but never quite go in the middle of both. You know, the rationale being that if you go in the middle of both, suddenly when you are dealing with one, you give the back to the other one, and then you get caught with that. So that's okay as a general guidance. Say, well, don't go through the middle, don't go into the inside of the movement, go on the outside of the movement, just simply because it's perceived as being safer, right? But that depends on how much do you know about the inside of the movement. How well can you move how well can you manage the inside of the movement? So that's why, you know, when you basically go, in that case of 2 people attacking, if you go in the middle of it, one hand enters, the other hand takes care of the person on the back a little bit, but not entering so completely oblivious to what's going on the lower. But anyway, so I think that what that talks is our proclivity to always work on the outside of things and have a little bit more struggle working on the inside of things, you know? Even when I teach the children, for example, things that basically like Shomenuchi Ikkyo, you know, you have omote and then you have ura, okay? And the kids react very quickly and naturally to the concept of ura, you know? The idea of turning around, going around outside of the movement is a reasonably comfortable idea. The idea of entering into the movement and taking control of the movement from the inside or from the front, in that case, of the movement, not so much. It takes a little bit more of that. Anyway, so that's why it's very important to do not stop studying the Uchi form of things, okay? So we have a couple of basic Uchi concepts. Number one is, most basic one, when we open, you know, from a katatedori, and then we step into the movement, and then we pivot, okay? So Uchi Tenkai, okay, which when we open, with katatedori, we open, we step into the space, and then we pivot. So that's the most basic way that we understand Uchi, okay? When we have a hand here, and we go into the movement, of course, we're going outside of the movement. So Uchi Tenkan, enter, stepping in, and pivot. Uchi Tenkai, enter, stepping in, pivot. Tenkai, open, stepping in, pivot. Tenkai, open, stepping in, and pivot. All right, so more or less that's the basic footwork. Now just pay attention or visualize a couple of things, please. Number one, your opening happens with your hip and your hand more being aligned together. Careful to not open just with your hand, open with your hip. You know, the other hand is making a bit of a tenmimasa or a barrier, so the person is aware. So make sure to synchronize your hand and your hips a little bit, like a shorter version of Hanta Ijo Komenuchi. Each, knee, you know, here, each, knee. So hand, hip, and hand open. Okay, so Uchi, you know, each opening. That's number one. So open with your hip. Number two, go deep into your body. Okay, go deep into your movement. Okay, we talked during the week how ultimately the hands, yours or of your partner, can only be on three places: the hand, arm, in front of you, on the side, or behind. So your arm, the arm of your partner, when moving in the horizontal plane, can only be somewhere in that degree, either in front of your body, somewhere, let's say, between the right front to a little bit here, on the side of your body, completely 90 degrees, or on the back of your body, right? So, and what we say was anything that is from the side of your body to the front, being the front the strongest, is going to be a strong position for your arm. Being on the side of your arm starts to lose power. Anything that is behind that 90 degrees, it's very weak, okay? And it's potentially even dangerous for your own shoulder if you try to push anything from that position, okay? So you want to always keep your hands somewhere within this range, and you want to make your partner have their hand somewhere within that range. Okay, so you want to maximize your power, you want to minimize their power. Okay, so when you enter with this Uchi, okay, if you enter not very deep, your partner will have their hand more or less in front of them. If you enter deeply, then your partner is going to have their hand behind them. And in that position, it's going to be easier for you to do your Uchi form. Okay, so enter deeply, stepping in, and pivot. Enter deeply, stepping in, and pivot. Enter deeply, stepping in, pivot. Enter deeply, stepping in, pivot. Yeah, so those two things. Open with your hips and enter as deep as you can before you step in and pivot. Open with your hips and enter as deep as you can, step in pivot. Enter with your hips, open with hips, step in, pivot. Open, enter. Step in, pivot. Okay? So, obviously the last thing of Uchi Tenkan, in that sense is you're trying to open your partner in that part of the body while you maintain your hand always in front of you. What your partner is going to try to do is going to try to see if your partner can take this away from your center at any point. So your hand opens, stays in front of you, enters, and especially in this pivot moment, keep it in front of you, in front of you. Again, careful that in this pivot moment, the hand doesn't stay behind or goes behind, and then it loses its alignment with your spine. Okay, so enter as deep as, open with your hips, enter as deep as you can, keep your hands in front and aligned. Open with your hips, enter as deep as you can, keep your hand in front and aligned. Open with your hips, enter as deep as you can, keep your hand in front and aligned. And more. Open with hips, as deep as you can, in front and aligned. All right. So those three elements are very important to the movement. Now they happen quicker, of course. When you are in practice, everything kind of happens much quicker. But it's very common that one of those three elements fails to manifest, and therefore our technique is flawed. Okay, so either we are not opening with our hips, either we are not entering as deep as we can, or either our hand is outside of alignment. If any of those three things happen, your Uchi Tenkai. And if you're practicing with an uke, that it is present, trying to really see if your structure is real, then your Uchi Tenkai will struggle. Okay, so now Uchi Tenkan, okay, from here is a little bit is a harder, easier thing, because now Uchi Tenkan simply open with the hand in front. Uchi Tenkan, move, hand in front. Tenkan, move, hand in front. Tenkan, move, hand in front. Typically, as you know, this starts and then is the setup for, let's say, Shihonage, and then you continue with Shihonage. Now, the difficult thing of Uchi Tenkan, as you know, is that your mind, your leg, and your hands have to work together. Okay, there has to be harmony. What happens is my mind knows that has to go that way, so I look. My leg knows that it has to move that way, so it moves. But my hand was kind of asleep on the wheel and then came to the party late. Okay, so your mind knows, your leg knows, your hand knows. But it's good that they know. They just have to know at the same time. Okay, so your mind, your hand, your leg, your mind and leg, your mind and leg, your mind and leg. Okay. So in a sense, it's a simply beautiful exercise on harmony of lower body and upper body, lower body and upper body, lower body and upper body. All right. So there are two things that connect lower body and upper body. One is the mind. Yeah. So what is the mind? The fact that awareness extends hand, leg, extends hand, leg, extends hand, leg. So one of them is the mind. The other one is what? Physically, what connects upper body and lower body? Your core muscles, okay? Your core muscles. So, okay, if you are doing this exercise and there is no awareness or connection on your core muscles, they most likely are going to be separated, okay? So if you are here, present hand, engage core muscles, and then move. Here, present hand, engage core muscles, move. Here, present hand, engage core muscles, move. Okay? And if you do that, you will feel, or if your partner is doing that, or if you are doing that, your partner will feel that everything is kind of somehow moving together. And then it is more difficult to stop, more difficult to go. So your mind connecting hand and leg, your core muscles connecting upper body, lower body, and moving. Okay, and moving. Your mind, core muscles moving. Your mind, your core muscles moving. Now, if your mind and your core muscles are moving, now, like the next important thing, which is the last one, is your breathing. You breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, absorb everything into your core muscles. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So Uchi Tenkan, a very basic exercise that requires our hand, our feet, and our head to move at the same time. You know, if our mind can lead the movement, it's going to be good. If our core muscles are engaged when the movement happens, it's going to be better. If we can breathe harmoniously into the action, it's going to be even better. Okay, and that's just a little microcosm. Cosmo, yeah, cosmos in Spanish, un microcosmo, yeah, of pretty much every challenge that we have in Aikido, you know, a basic set of footwork, hand mobility, and things like that, that have to be somehow challenged by the presence of our mind, integrated by the engagement of our essential parts, like our core muscles, and powered by our breathing, you know, and that's why it's important to grab basics actions like Uchi Tenkan and practice those habits over and over and over with the hope that they will permeate to other actions in our training and in our daily life, which is ultimately the important thing. All right, let's finish up. Here, go. Here, go. Thank you. Go. Peace. Great. Hey.
ありがとうございました。
Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you very much.